All right, I'm going to convene the November 14th, 2018 meeting of the Ascension Parish Zoning Commission. We will start with a roll call of all members, and all members except Mr. Chasson and Mr. Christie are present. Can we get the introduction of staff?
Jamaica Banker, Zoning Secretary.
Cody Martin, the attorney for the Zoning Commission.
Lance Brock, zoning official.
Eric Poche, parish planner. Jerome Fournier, director of planning and development.
Item number 3 is the minutes. I need a motion to accept or reject the minutes and written decisions
Motion
of the
to approve.
October 10th, 2018 meeting. Motion to accept by Mr. Schexnayder, second by Mr. Dumas. All in favor?
Aye.
On opposition, hearing none, motion carries. Item number 4 is the chairman's comments. The chair has no comments tonight. Item number 5 has been pulled from the agenda. Item number 6 is zoning review ID PZ 1856.18, conditional use for the telecommunication tower for Ralph J. Stassi Jr., application submitted by New Singular Wireless PCS LLC, DBA AT&T Mobility. Mr. Dumas, do you have something you want to share with us?
Yes, I need to recuse myself. AT&T is a client of mine, and and this is basically the nature of the business my company's in.
All right, Mr. Dumas will not be participating. We do still have enough for a quorum here to address this without Mr. Dumas being involved. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, good
After
evening.
long await.
My name is Natalie Maples. I'm an attorney with Baker Donaldson Law Firm, and I'm here on behalf of New Singular Wireless PCS LLC, doing business as AT&T Mobility. We're here. New Singular Wireless, or sorry, AT&T is looking to put a new cell tower in Donaldsonville. There are no viable options for co-location. Actually, there are no towers at all within a 2-mile radius of this tower, and we've submitted, in connection with our application, RF maps. These show the existing towers. This is the current coverage in the area. And these blue dots are the existing towers, and you can see that the coverage is better around the towers. The red dot here is where the proposed tower is going to go. And you can see that there's a pretty clear coverage gap in that area. This map shows what the coverage is going to look like once this proposed tower is constructed and on air. So you can see it fills in that coverage gap pretty well. The proposed tower is a 220-foot self-support tower. It has a 5-foot lightning rod on the top, so it's a total of 230 feet. This is within the height restrictions for wireless cell towers in this zoning district. Conditional use is allowed up to 250 feet, so this tower is well within that limit. We do, in connection with our conditional use application, we have included a request for a setback variance. The Ascension Parish Development Code requires that cell towers have a setback from dwellings and structures of tower height plus 30 feet. So this tower having a total height of 230 feet, that is a 260-foot radius. There, as you can see from the survey, there is one structure that is located within this 260-foot radius. It is located on the parent tract. Mr. Stassi owns the parent tract. He has no issue with the cell tower being on his property. He signed an option lease agreement. He's aware of the radius and had no objection. Additionally, in connection with our application, we submitted an engineer statement that if the tower were to fail, it would fall within a 100-foot radius of the proposed site. So this structure is actually 165 feet away from the tower center, and so it is outside the fall zone. So even if the tower were to fail, it wouldn't impact this structure. And then here for a visual, this is what the proposed tower is going to look like. It can accommodate up to 4 wireless carriers. AT&T will be the first carrier. The other 3 will be determined after the tower is constructed. They will be available to other wireless carriers on market co-location terms. The tower is over 200 200 feet, and the FAA does require that towers over 200 feet be lit. This right here is a detail of the lighting system that will be on the tower in accordance with FAA requirements. It's a dual lighting system. It's white and red flashing lights. I'm sure you are all familiar with those systems from driving around. Other than that, the tower is not lit, so it will not emit any glare. It should not impact light and air. It will not emit any noise. The tower is also unmanned. It will be visited maybe once a month for routine maintenance, but other than that, it shouldn't impact traffic in any way in the area. Also, it's equipped with anti-climbing measures. The rungs usually start about 12 feet above the ground to keep people from climbing up. The tower site will also be enclosed in a wooden fence with trees as a buffer zone around the tower site. This is all in accordance with the requirements of the development code. And I guess that's pretty much the quick presentation. If you all have specific questions, I'm happy to address the specific questions.
I have one. What determines the distance of the fall zone? Is it in the construction?
Yeah, it's an engineer issue. So the towers are not designed to fall like trees.
Right.
They have points of failure at various points along the tower. So if it were to fail, it would buckle. And so the engineer looks at the wind speeds. He certified that this tower is designed to withstand wind speeds up to 105 miles per hour. I think the ultimate wind speed was 130. But you know, in Louisiana, sometimes we get them a little faster than that. But if it were to fail, the debris would fall within this 100-foot radius. And that's different for the different towers based on the different tower designs. Like some of the monopole towers that they've been putting up lately have a 0 radius fall zone. And then the guy wired towers obviously have a much larger fall zone because if the guy wires were to be severed, those ones typically do fall a little bit more like trees. But this one's a happy medium. It's got several fail points along the way. Some jurisdictions require us to certify what the lowest fail point is, and we can certainly provide that information if it's important. But the engineers look at the specific design and give us an opinion.
Mr. Brock? Oh, I'm sorry.
Staff comments, they meet all requirements, but they are requesting a variance for the fall. So that's just one
Is
of
there
the.
any issue with that?
No, sir.
Do we need to have, before I'll let you speak in a second, wait. Do we need to have a public hearing on this?
Good question. You can open it up. Yeah, you can open it up. Yes, sir. Yes.
We will open this to a public hearing. Mr. Maka, has anyone signed up to speak? We will close the public hearing. And are we the final approval on this, or is this a recommendation? Okay. All right, I will allow let the commissioners ask any questions or make a motion.
I move that we approve with the variance for the fall radius.
All right, we have a motion.
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any in opposition? Hearing none. Motion passes. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Nice presentation.
Thank you.
Staff report? Don't get up and leave. Yeah, we're not done. Staff report.
Yes, I have a report. Today is Jerome's birthday.
Happy birthday, Jerome.
That's the
Yay.
report.
Happy birthday.
Where are we going afterwards?
He's celebrating an anniversary of his 10th birthday. Don't worry about it.
How many anniversaries? All right, do I have a motion to adjourn? By any
Motion.
chance?
Yes.
Motion. We are adjourned. Thank you so much.
Hey, wait a minute. Code